Hey, Richard. Hey, Walter. You are the first one tonight. You get a attaboy. Greg, good to see you on here, brother. Let me move the camera just a little bit here, folks. Get a little bit so I can relax and kind of feel centered. Smoking my beloved Svenborg tonight with some Dunhill Flake. We had rain. Started raining here. Oh, I don't know, about hour and a half, maybe 2 hours ago. And now it's starting to freeze up, as a matter of fact. Let me grab Old Glory and get her out of the rain. Because it's freezing up right now. Yep. I don't know if you can see it. It's frozen on the flag. So. Yeah, you guys are supposed to get it worse than we are, Richard. I was watching the radar. North of where I live and then up into New York and then into New England. You guys are going to get it worse. And hopefully, although it's inevitable, hopefully nobody loses power, but somebody's bound to lose power. So, I got my coffee. Black, of course. Steam my glasses up there on that one. Freezing and, yeah, I think the whole Northeast is supposed to get freezing. They're saying until sometime around 9 or 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then we're supposed to jump above freezing. But Saturday night we were told we were going to have freezing rain into Sunday. Didn't happen. Hey, Robert. Yeah. Sunday night we were told, Sunday afternoon we were told we were getting freezing rain into Monday morning. Nothing happened. And then all day today we were supposed to have some of that. Nothing happened. So we're probably going to get a nasty ice storm because, you know, they're always wrong. They're saying we're supposed to warm up tomorrow around 10 o'clock in the morning down here. So who knows? But like I could see it freezing on the wires and stuff. It doesn't really feel that cold here. And it's probably because there's no wind. Yeah, they ought to. My brother lives down in Texas. And as everybody knows, if you're watching the news, they got 6 inches of snow where he lives. And he said everybody's panicking. He's used to the snow because we're from Pennsylvania. But they don't have snow removal down there like we do. So he said they lost power a couple times. And then I guess late last week or over the weekend they had that deadly wreck out Fort Worth way. And then Austin, which usually doesn't get below 50 degrees at night in the wintertime, they had freezing rain all day today. So, kind of makes me glad I'm not driving truck down to Austin, or driving truck period anymore. Especially not driving down to Austin, because that was my run, or Laredo, South Texas, because that was my run it wouldn't have been a problem. I would have just come back up through Louisiana into Florida and then up to miss all the freezing weather. But most of the time I couldn't because I drove up and they were getting me to go into New York City with a backhaul. And the quickest way was to go up through Texas, cut up in Texarkana, up through Texarkana, Memphis, and then get up and cut through into West Virginia and then Ohio and then up in Grimble. Yeah. AZ Hawk. Welcome. Welcome Grimble. Welcome AZ. AZ, does it stand for Arizona? So I almost didn't come on tonight. As you know, I've been remodeling the bathroom and our tile finally came in. Well, I decided to take, instead of doing mortar and then putting the tile on, this guy at the Home Depot, who is a floor expert, says, hey, there's this stuff called Simple Mat. And I'm sure it's great for the floors and for the counters and stuff like that. And he said, you can use it on walls. And it says you can. So I got all that on the wall because I did backsplash. Glass tile. Put it up yesterday morning, or afternoon, excuse me, or Saturday evening, grouted yesterday afternoon. I'm back in my bedroom this afternoon, and I hear this crash. Didn't think anything of it, and my wife goes into the bathroom. That's our main bathroom we're redoing, not the master. All the glass tile fell off the wall. Between the tile and the grout, it was too much weight. So, I have to think of another way. And I did. I thought so, Arizona. AZ. AZ. So, anyhow. Four-Eyed Piper's on doing some videos again. I don't know if anybody's noticed. He's back up and running. It's good to see Zach. And Danny, WV Ridge Runner, West Virginia Ridge Runner. Used to be River Rat 74. Yeah. Just the tile came down, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to, it's $200 and some worth of tile, just gone. So, cutting my cost. Cutting my losses, I should say. Yeah, Greg, that's what it is. It's supposed to be able to withstand what I was putting up. I want to go back and slap the guy at the Home Depot. And I even read the directions. I watched a video on it, YouTube video on it and everything. And so I'm going to do a different type of backsplash. We compromised. And then I'll go in later. And I'll put what she wants on there. So, yep. Oh, my wife was upset. She was so upset she was crying. Because this is what she wanted, you know. It's getting windy now. It's really going to start freezing. Yeah, it's getting real windy. I don't know how long I'm going to be out here tonight. But she was upset. She was crying. But guys were like, oh, well. We'll figure it out and fix it. I can't do that. So basically what I was doing was a 3-foot section, 8 foot. The glass puzzle tile, mosaic tiles. Whole thing came down. So I'm going to put this stuff up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to salvage what I can of the tile I got left. And I'm going to right above the sink, it's going to do a 12-inch section Mosaic Tile. I'm not going to tell her. I'm just going to do it and surprise her with it. Yes, the tile was it was on a mesh. It was on a mesh. They were single, little itty bitty glass bricks, and they're glued to a mesh. And I even said to the guy, I don't know, man. I need to use mortar for this. No, 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 no. This stuff works really good. And then when you put the grout, and even the video said that, when you put the grout on, it seals it and makes it adhere even more. Well, when it fell off, it had been on there a good day and a half in the heat. I had the heater running in there. The grout was wet. Yeah, yeah. Well, the grout was wet, and I just don't think it was a good idea. So, I'm going to do it different. Hey, Josh. How you doing, brother? On the Fritz. Steve Taylor used to sing a song called On the Fritz. That's what you should name your channel, Josh, On the Fritz. Name it On the Fritz. Seriously, dude. Look up Steve Taylor On the Fritz. That could be your theme song. He was a Christian rock artist or whatever you call it. Dude, you'd love it. It's a great song. It's perfect for what you do. So, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the super chats last week. That was nice. I appreciate that. And PBD, I don't know if you're on yet. I don't think you are. Your cutting board / tobacco tray will be going out. Well, probably not until late morning, early afternoon tomorrow, because I'm not going on these roads when it's icy. There's not any traffic out right now. And it's a good song, isn't it, Josh? But the salt truck went by earlier tonight, and I don't know why. It was raining. It washes all the salt away. I don't get that. They're only going to have to come back out tonight. And on the state roads, they were running that brine. Good. I'm glad you like it. It's a good song. Yeah, brine. On the state roads, they had the state roads soaked with brine. They really laid a good thick coat of that on. So hopefully nobody goes out in this stuff tonight. It's just wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be good. Oops. So, oh man. Oh, daggone it. Hit the wire, trying to get comfortable. And I hit the wire. So, Greg, thank you for checking in on me. Yeah, I haven't been putting up a whole lot of content lately because I've been busy trying to get the house stuff done. And had another project I had to get done. And then somebody ordered a cutting board, so I wanted to stain that. But the house project has to get done, and then we had to order stuff, had to get stuff going and stuff like that. So it just wasn't good timing. So that's why I haven't been putting a whole lot of content up. Plus, I just haven't had a desire, to be honest. Haven't had much of a desire. And the funny thing is, my channel, I've gained subscribers. So go figure. Can't figure that one out. So thank you to all the new subscribers. But yeah, is anybody else getting bad weather? Anybody else got bad weather going on? Yeah, AZ Hawk, you would know about them out there, huh? Actually, I know some places you guys will get a freak snow squall. I know Las Vegas is notorious for getting a freak snow squall every now and then out that way, because it gets cold out there in that desert at night. It gets real cold. So, but I'm enjoying my Dunhill Flake. It's one of my favorites. Haven't had it in a while, and have so much tobacco. It's like, man, I just want to do something different, and I really enjoy it. In the Svenborg, it's just got a marvelous taste to it. Paul the Piper, welcome, 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 welcome. It's just got a wonderful taste to it. Smooth, yet bold. And I'm not a tobacco reviewer, so that's my opinion. Smooth, but bold. That's the way I look at it. That's the way it tastes to me. Smooth but bold. Good rich flavor to it, which I enjoy. And then I have a second pipe ready for if I end this one. Wow. Really? Yeah, see, everybody thinks Arizona is like a hot place to go. Nah, man, there's mountains out that way. And if you paid attention in school, deserts get really cold at night. Ask anybody that was in the Iraq War. They'll tell you, them deserts get cold at night. Hot during the day and freezing at night. Well, you hunting elk. You hunting elk, AZ. How'd you draw an elk tag, man? I'd love to go elk hunting. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Better drink my coffee before it freezes. I don't know if you can hear that. I think we're getting sleet. It's hitting the metal roof. Hitting the metal roof. So, but anyhow, it's been a good week overall. Last week was a good week. I was able to get some stuff done. There goes another plow. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Yeah, I guess they would be, yeah. Hey, food is food, man. You know, meat is meat. When you can put it in the fridge, in the freezer, yeah, it don't matter. I don't need a trophy. But yeah, I cut back a lot on my videos, putting up content. I just not there. I'm just not there. Just not there. Hey Ben, weather's okay in my part of Boston. It's coming, Ben. It's coming. But I just haven't had the desire to put up much content. And sometimes you just got to take a break. This Dunhill Flake goes great with coffee. So I'm supposed to go down to Boswell's. So I wanted to go today, but I couldn't go today because I had some doctor's appointments for the neck. So I was going to go tomorrow, and I wanted to get down early enough tomorrow. I can't go tomorrow because I have to take care of some things tomorrow. And I got to finish up the bathroom. So for the past 4 weeks, I've been trying to get down to Boswell's, and it just ain't happening. It's just not going to happen right now. So I'm surprised at how quiet it is out here. We don't hear cars going by. People are listening. Finally listening. Around here, ice scares people. Snow, they don't care. They'll get out and drive in the snow. The ice scares people. I don't like ice. I've been through 2 blizzards, 10 ice storms as an EMT on the ambulance, and truck driving. I was in a bad ice storm coming up out of Florida one night. I was coming up through Jacksonville during late afternoon, and it started snowing. I crossed over into Georgia, and trucks were going off the road and cars were going off the road, and I realized we were on a couple inches of ice. So I knew where the truck stop was, and I got off right away, and these guys kept trying to go. I pulled off. I spent 3 days in southern Georgia waiting for the ice to melt. It was that cold. They had a 3-day cold snap. It's sleeting now. I can really hear it. And it snowed when I was sitting in the truck stop for those 3 days. And I had to make a stop in Austin, South Carolina. And I couldn't get into Charleston. Their roads were completely snow covered and iced over. And I got off the exit. It took me down to where I needed to go. Yeah, it's not smart. And I got about 5 miles. I called my dispatcher up and I said, "Look, I ain't going any further. I'm heading north. I'm not even going to try. It's not worth it. Can't get in. I can't go anywhere." It was cars and stuck in the road. They were wrecked and empty. Just sitting in the middle of the road. You couldn't go anywhere. I wish I took video of it. I took pictures, and I don't know what I did with them. I had them on my old phone, and I don't think they transferred over to my iPhone when I switched back over to iPhone. I mean, it was just incredible. It looked like a war zone when I left Georgia. I mean, there was just trucks, tractor trailers, cars off the side of the road and down in ditches, and it was a mess. It was a big old mess. Here comes somebody that's not too smart. The only thing that should be out is assault trucks. People are crazy. So I won't be on too long tonight. I'll probably cut out of here about 8 o'clock because it's getting colder. The wind starting to pick up. Coffee's done. That was a cold last sip on that one. But yeah, I don't know, Greg, if you're still on, Greg, how's the weather down your way? Down south, you guys okay? Is it cold or is it warm? You know when you smoke a pipe and you're smoking a tobacco and you're just like, so good. Dunhill Flake. Now I have the Dunhill. It's not the Peterson on the name. It's the Dunhill, but it's the same thing. If it's on says Peterson on the can, it's Dunhill. Same formula, same tobacco, different company name. Same stuff. That's why everybody was up in arms about it. I ain't worried about it. Because early morning pipe, Dunhill Flake, and there's one other one. I smoke it, rarely smoke it, are the ones that I like. And they're, you know, they all taste, and they're the Petersons. I ordered the Petersons of it. It's just over. Oh, Daniel, don't worry about that. No problems. I was wondering where you've been. I hope everybody's feeling better. Yeah. Yeah, Tucson's beautiful. Is it Tucson? I had a friend that was out that way and said it was beautiful. Beautiful out there. Forrest the Piper. Didn't see you sneak in the room there, buddy. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, everybody smoking a pipe tonight or no? Taking a break? That's the other thing, too. I have not been smoking pipe as much. I've been so busy. Meerschaum pipes. Don't like them. They burn hot. You have to sip them, not puff them. And I don't care. I just don't care for them. To me, it's like smoking a clay pipe. I don't like clay pipes. They're hot. They're not good. So I don't like the meerschaums. But some people say, and I don't know. I've never noticed it. They can taste the tobacco better with meerschaums. I know Old Dirty Piper says that. I forget who the other guy that said. I can't remember who it was. But you want a good pipe? Church Warden. Church Wardens smoke cool. They smoke smooth, and it doesn't matter what you're smoking in them. That's my opinion. I think they smoke smooth and cool. My favorite winter blend, Dunhill Flake or Peterson Flake, one of the, whatever you want to call it. Is that so, Richard? Dunhill Flake is my favorite, one of my favorite winter blends. I really like Northwoods. I think that's a great winter blend. Boswell's Northwoods. Sam Gawa's Perfection. That's a good winter blend. I like that. Did he smoke the meerschaum when he was examining you, Richard? I had a doctor when I was a kid. He used to smoke a cigarette in the exam room. Believe that or not. Dan's Blend. I love Dan's Blend. Yes. Daniel, yes. I think a bent pipe will smoke cooler. The coolest smoking pipes out there are, in my opinion, Church Wardens. Just ask the Tunnel Take. Ask Greg. He'll tell you. Greg, to me, is the expert on Church Wardens because it's pretty much all he smokes. I don't think I've ever seen Greg smoke anything but a Church Warden. Drum D Gent. Yeah. Summer nights. Yeah, I do smoke it in the summer. It has to be a cool summer evening for me to smoke it. And I don't know why that is with some blends. Yeah, it's coming down good now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, my doctor used to smoke when I was a kid, right there. Well, I shouldn't say. He had a cigarette in his mouth once. I remember as a kid when they allowed you to smoke in hospitals. I remember when you could smoke in buildings. Nobody cared. Yeah, those were the days. That's funny, Richard, because I saw a meme the other day on Instagram or something that said, remember when we used to blow out the candles on a birthday cake? Man, we were wild. Now you can't even breathe in front of somebody. Yeah, in restaurants. We used to, when I worked on the ambulance as a paramedic, everybody smoked, not me. I chewed snuff. I didn't like cigarettes. And we'd be sitting around a dinner table in a restaurant, and my colleagues would light their cigarettes up and smoking cigarettes while we were eating and after dinner and stuff. It was funny. And you look at it now, you can't do that. Good God. Right there's your answer, Daniel. Drum D gent. I drum D gent. That's the answer right there. He knows. It has time to cool. You can see the wind blowing now, blowing the smoke. It has time to cool. Wow, that's really getting that wet, and then the wind is really cold. But it has time to cool, and by the time it gets to you, George R. Good question. Hollywoodian, hey man, how have you been, buddy? Yeah, back in the day when people used to love America. George R. Good evening. So, how did I get into pipe smoking? It seems like the same old story everybody else has. My grandfather smoked a pipe, and I was a little boy, and he used to smoke out in the porch. He never smoked in the house. And when I was in my 20s, I bought a pipe. I bought a corn cob, and then I bought a Dr. Graybo, $14 Dr. Graybo. You want to smoke pipe like me? Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right, Boris. So I guess my early 20s. I'm 52 now, and then very rare would I smoke over the years, and then a few years back I started smoking again, and really enjoyed it. And I was like, man, okay. But now my kids are all grown. I can afford to smoke a pipe. I can afford to buy all the tobaccos. I can afford to buy the pipes. I can spend money on the hobby. So I'd say steady about 5 years. The last 5 years, steady. And then on occasion, over the years, I would grab my corn cob if I happened to see it. And I smoked over the counter stuff, the cherry blends and stuff like that. Now I can't even smoke them. My favorite cigar is the Connecticut, Camacho Connecticut's. That's my favorite. Now they're like a $8, $9 cigar. Well, I don't know. They went up in price since the election, so those are my favorites. Then there's Perdomos. I really like those. A lot of people like Rocky Patels, and they're real expensive. I'm not big into the cigar smoking. I will have a good cigar with my brothers on occasion. I don't have a whole lot of cigars in my humidor right now. Guys like Mel Harris, Mel's got one heck of a collection of cigars on top of all the pipe tobaccos. Don't inhale. Hollywoodian, don't inhale. Don't inhale the pipe. Don't inhale the cigar. That's why you might be getting sick. And don't start smoking really dark leaf cigars if you're not used to smoking them. They will make you sick. I still can't smoke dark leaf cigars. I don't like them. They're too strong, and they do make me turn green sometimes. Oops. Yeah, the Perdomo Champagne, or if you really want to sound like an aficionado, Champagne. The Perdomo Champagne. I like all the Perdomos. They're all actually really good, and they're not an overly expensive cigar. What are they? 11 to, I think the cheapest one I saw was $11 on up through and stuff. It just depends on what you like. If you like a mild smoke, go with a mild cigar. And you know what? It doesn't matter what the cigar costs. If it tastes good to you, smoke it. Smoke what you like what you smoke. There's Romeo and Julieta, the Rocky Patels. Cigars have become like the beer in this country. There's a lot of microbreweries. Now everybody's making cigars. Signalman Tony from Rhode Island. Rhode Island. Yeah, the Perdomos. I had to approve that. You believe that? Probably because it said Perdomo. Perdomos are a really good cigar. Really well made. Their 23rd anniversary, or 23, Perdomo 23. Really good. Really good. The tastiest tobacco I had. Okay, that depends on what pipe I'm smoking. In a filtered pipe, the tastiest tobacco I had would be the Lane 1Q, the Dan's Blend, and a non-filter, Skiff Mixture, Balkan Supreme, very tasty. Dan's Blend, it's a Boswell's blend, very tasty, very tasty. It can be an everyday smoke, but not an all-day smoke, if you know what I'm saying. I can smoke one bowl of this a day, or two. The cigars, try drinking it with a bourbon or a whiskey. To me, it enhances the flavor. I like smoking the Camacho Connecticut's with Southern Comfort and the Perdomos with Southern Comfort. It enhances the flavor for me. That's just my opinion. The pipes, I enjoy the pipes with coffee. It enhances the flavor for me. It's like dipping your Oreo cookies in milk to me. That's the best way to describe it. The Oreo cookie's good alone, but when you dip it in milk, it's really good. And that's the way it is for me. Oh, Lane 1Q is my go-to, buddy. Lane 1Q and Boswell's Best. Boswell's Best was what Lane 1Q tried to recreate. Boswell's Best came out in 1975. Lane 1Q came out in, it was either 80 or 83, I can't remember. Lane 1Q is North America's #1 aromatic, selling aromatic. And I can see why. It's just very good. It's my favorite aromatic. Fireside. Fireside is Lane 1Q. Fireside is what they call it when the brick and mortar shop puts it out on the shelf. they if they don't put Lane's label on the jar that's on the shelf, which if they do, they it's with something with the FDA. There's some rules. The guy was telling me about it. So to get around it, he buys Lane 1Q in bulk, and he renames it Fireside. And for the longest time, I was smoking it, and I finally went down, and I said, "Where do you get this? I'd like to buy this in bulk." He said, "It's Lane 1Q." That's all it is, Lane 1Q. Amazes me. McBaron Vanilla Cream, I used to like it. St. Bruno, good one. St. Bruno is very good. I really like St. Bruno. That is a very good one.
Well, I guess you can return your tile sold now. Will they take it back? At least get that money recouped.
McBaron Vanilla Cream, I used to really like it. Really, Richard? Boris, that's interesting because I'm not big on burleys. And wow, you can really see my breath now. It's really, the temperature really dropped. I'm not big on burleys, but because I don't know what it is with the burleys. It's just something, if it's straight burley, I used to be able to smoke burley white with no bite or something like that. I just can't, I don't know what it is. I just can't do it anymore. Yeah, the Indian reservations, you can do what you want. They're exempt from federal laws on a lot of things, which I don't get it because the reservations are federally owned. I don't I don't understand that one. Maybe I should claim this land here, Indian reservation. The match blends, I don't find them as identical. Close, but not. I don't find them identical. Yeah, treaties. The treaties. It's the way that I guess they put it in that way for the treaties. Mr. Boswell told me that when he comes up with a blend, it takes him 3 to 5 years to come up with a blend and perfect it. So if someone comes out with a blend and they say it took them 2 weeks to blend it, they one either got lucky or two, it's really not that good, and or it's good to them, and that's fine, and it might be good to some others. But there's blends that they take a long time. A really good blend takes a long time to come up. These guys that are blenders, they're working on these blends for a couple of years, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Mr. Boswell takes his time. He's a perfectionist. He really likes what he told me. He really likes to. He doesn't want to put out junk, and he wants it. If it doesn't meet his approval, he won't sell it. And he's a pretty picky guy. Well, he's been doing it 40 plus years. So, and he's got a name to uphold. He's got a reputation that he's got to maintain. So he won't, and he uses the finest tobaccos. He gets the finest tobaccos when he creates his blends. He spends the money. And, where you would pay 2 something an ounce or 3 something an ounce for something at a brick and mortar, his would be something like $5 or something an ounce on some of his stuff. And that's cool, because to me it's worth it. Northwoods, I think, is $5.25 an ounce. Dan's blend is $3.75 an ounce, something like that. Watch City has some very good, and you can tell it's like a cigar. The higher the price the cigar, the better the quality cigar. And I'm not a cigar aficionado. I'm just telling you from my experience of smoking cigars. If it was a high priced cigar, that cigar tasted really good. And I don't know if that was if it was a psychological thing because I spent so much money on it. But to me, that's just my opinion. But Mel Garbage Man Piper, Mel Harris, he could tell you. Who else is a big cigar? Andrew Sirigliano. He could tell you. Nope. Nope. I don't think the cheaper brand pipes make a difference. I bought basket pipes that were $7. Great smoking pipes. My corncob pipes, some of my favorite pipes. I paid $4.95 for one. My General, I paid $15. They have some pipes, some corn cobs. Missouri has some corn cobs that are even more than that. Very good smoking pipes. To me, if the pipe smokes good, who cares about the price? If it's a cheap price, if it smokes good, smoke it. I have some pipes that they couldn't sell them at flea markets and stuff, and I picked them up, cleaned them. Great smoking pipes. Yeah, Simon's another one. He knows cigars. He knows cigars very well, and he smokes some very good cigars. Between him and Mel, I don't know if Mutton Chops did or not. Yeah, no, I won't spend that much. The most expensive cigar I ever smoked was, I think it was $25. And I'll never buy a $25 cigar again. Unless somebody buys it for me and then I'll smoke it. What makes a good smoking pipe? If they drill it right, and you get a good draw, and you can get a good long smoke out of it, that's a good smoking pipe to me. This is a 9 mil. I have 9 mils. I have non-filters. I have 6 mils. I don't like the 6 mil pipes. Don't like them at all. But that's what makes a good pipe to me. It has to be well made. The drill hole has to be good. It has to be a good dead center. If you ever watched Simon's, how he makes them, he shines the flashlight in. It's got to be dead center. Yeah, Briarworks got some good stuff. Yeah, yes and no, in my opinion. It's all a matter of preference. I have had pear apple pipes made with pear apple wood. Very good smoking pipes. Missouri makes cherry wood pipes. Good smoking pipes. The better the briar, quality of briar, the better. They say the better the smoke. I don't know. All depends on what you're smoking and what you prefer. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Same goes with smoking. My mustache is wet from me breathing. Yeah, his stuff's really good. Mutton Chops hasn't been around for 2 or 3 years now. I think it's almost 3-4 years, something like that. But he's got a lot going on. He's got a lot on his plate. And there's guys that like, you know, Dunhill pipes. They swear by them. Or Savinelli's. They swear by them. And to me, it's all in what you like. I've bought some really nice, and I say nice as in nice smoking, estate pipes. Cost me $5, $6. And they're some of my best pipes. Handmade artisan pipes right there. I only smoke Dan's Blend. This is an LCS Briar. London Calling. I like them. J. Mouton, I think, makes great pipes. Brian Dorn, Bean Street 16, makes some really good pipes. She smokes pipes. Rivera pipes. Was it Tinker? Mel Harris is starting to make some pipes, but I don't know what they smoke like. I don't know if he's even smoked any. I don't know if he sold any. Artisan pipes, if you like them, smoke them. You know, they're worth it. I wouldn't pay for a Radici, and that's because I'm cheap. That's the only reason. I won't spend more than $150 on a pipe. That's me. That's me. And that's because I am frugal. I am very frugal. I'd rather buy a estate pipe, clean it, and smoke it, like a Dunhill. I have Tracy Mincer custom built pipes. They're estate pipes. I'd rather clean them up and smoke them. They smoke just as good as the new ones. Yeah, Churchill, Church Warden. Yeah, you don't smoke one of those when you're walking the dog. My one corn cob is a mini Churchill. Yeah, that's a nice pipe. Tunnel Take. He's got. Hey, Horatio. Your tray is on its way. Tomorrow it's going in the mail. I got caught up with some bathroom remodeling. The Tunnel Take. Greg's got some really nice church, and they're big. Like they sit in your hand, they're big. Beautiful pipes. He loves them pipes, but it's not one. Yeah, it's not one you want to walk the dog with. It's one you want to sit. I had a nice Church Warden, and it got broken, and it just sits, and it's nice. It's a good long smokes. Yeah, George R., you're correct. With the estate pipes, you got all that history with it. I have a 1932 Tracy Mincer. I have a 1934 Tracy Mincer custom built. I have a 1945 custom built. Can you imagine all the people that smoke? Ron, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Snowy Oklahoma. I know my feet are starting to freeze now. My Svenborg. It's an estate pipe. It was one of the first pipes that I bought that I really like. It is my favorite pipe. My Svenborg is my favorite pipe. I have never found one exactly like it. I've got some other Svenborgs. And it's just a great smoking pipe for me. It just works. And that's a rarity. You'll find that one pipe that you just can't do without. Don't look hard for that pipe. My advice in finding the pipe that is like my Svenborg, that is the pipe. My advice is this: don't search for a pipe. Let that pipe find you. Take your time. Take your time finding it. Like I said, I found that Svenborg. I just liked the way it looked, and I bought it. I bought it on eBay, and I spent the money on it. I spent about $95 on this, and I thought, well, this better smoke good. And I smoked this pipe. Now I gave it a break for about a month. So I cleaned it really good. I restored it because I smoked it so much. And then I picked it up last month and started smoking it again. Let the pipe find you. Take your time. Same thing with your favorite, that one blend. That's the all-day smoke blend. Take your time. Don't rush through it. It'll find you, and you'll know it when you get it. if any of you can attest to that. Mark, Tobacco Pipes International. Hey, Mark, the verdict is out on Pirate. Let me light this and I'll tell you. Mark sent me Pirate Cake or something like that. Cornell and Deal. And I'm not a big Cornell and Deal fan. And the first two smokes, I was like, guess what? I like it. The more I smoked it about 10 or 12 times now. It's good. It's a good smoke. It's a good smoke. I like it. What are you smoking, Boris? Hey, 56 E Medina. Pipe Grump. Welcome. How's the weather where you are over there? Pipe Grump in the house. Yeah, it's not a bad smoke. A little strong. It's a little strong when you first smoke it, but I smoked it like I said 10 or 12 times. It's not a bad smoke. Speaking of tobaccos and pipes, Four-Eyed Piper, if you're not, the number 4-Eyed Piper. If you're not subscribed to him, subscribe to him. He put a video up today. And the video was it today or yesterday? Today, I think. He is getting rid of a whole tub of tobacco, tins of tobacco. He is getting rid of some of his pipes. If you're not subscribed to the number 4-Eyed Piper, subscribe to Zach. Tell him the Bearded Welshman sent you. He is going to be getting rid. He's going to be offloading, selling some tobaccos and pipes that he doesn't want anymore. Yeah. Wet and nasty on Maryland's eastern shore. What city are you in, Pipe Grump? Yeah, Zach's got a lot of stuff he's letting go. Good stuff. And if you're fairly new, get on his channel. Denton, okay. Get on his channel. Because it's an opportunity you don't want to pass up. So if you subscribe to him and say, hey, the Bearded Welshman sent me. Pipe Grump, Maryland. Yeah, I think if that on that video, Zach put his email in the description box. Yeah, you guys, 56, my brother lives in Marshall. They got 6 inches of snow. And I think you guys got ice. Didn't you guys get ice down that way? I know Austin and Buda got ice. Pipe Grump, do you go crabbing? You like going crabbing? We go to Ocean City every year. And if we go this year, we didn't go last year because of COVID. If we go this year, dude, we got to go down and see Fat Daddy's pipes. Yeah, that's the thing I tell people, and I learned the hard way. Mark, Tobacco Pipes International, can verify this, and anybody else who's been smoking for a while. Don't discard the blends that you get in the mail and you go, I don't like them. Put them on a shelf. Revisit them 2-3 months later, 6 months later. I learned that the hard way. I got rid of some blends that I wish I would have never got rid of, and now they're hard to get. So, I got rid of Frog Morton, some Frog Mortons I wasn't overly excited about, and I regret that because you can't get it anymore. Wow. Not good to get stuck in the shipping channel. Not a good place to get stuck. But if I get down that way, if we go down this summer, I'll be getting a hold of you. Because I'd love to hook up with you and sit around, have a pipe. Man, it really got cold out, folks. I'm going to finish this pipe, and then we're going to call it quits, because it's already, it's after 8 now. That's good. So, there goes the car. Usually when I'm sitting out here, it's like cars going up and down, up and down, up and down. You can hear them up and down. The main road is that way, about a quarter mile. And then I have a street that runs off. I'm on a corner. I have a huge corner lot. And I have a road that runs out across. And that's usually busy. There you go. You got a Svenborg? Those are great pipes. Yeah, the best lobsters are up in Maine. Shameless plug. Go ahead, Mark. Oh, Johnny, did you guys see the new diamond? Yes. Yes. Okay, if you're not subscribed or you haven't been on Tobacco Pipes International channel, Mark restores pipes. Mark, what do I have? 5, 6 pipes from you now, maybe? Every one of them are in my daily or weekly rotation. I got an LL Bean. I got a Graybo. He sent me a look-alike a faux custom built. Smokes great. Smoked it yesterday morning. And another one he sent me didn't have a stem on it. I put a stem on it. Smokes like a champ. It's a 9 mil. And go to Mark's channel on the Diamond in the Rough is the name of the video. Tobacco Pipes International. Diamond in the Rough. That pipe is nice. Turned out really nice, Mark. And it's his. I'm tooting your horn, Mark. Don't get embarrassed. Mark's got some really good skills. He's got some skills. He's good at restoring pipes, and he makes them almost like brand new. The LL Bean and the Dr. Graybo you sent me, I thought they were brand new pipes. They were in phenomenal shape. I mean, you did that good of a job on them. Georgetown, Maine. Cold water. That's why the great whites like it up there. But yeah, get on Mark's channel. He's got that diamond in the rough, and I'll tell you right now, Mark, if I don't see that pipe gone, I'm probably going to give you an email, send you an email. I'll send you an email anyway. Because I sold a few things today. Patches. How you doing, brother? I sold a few things today, so I might be giving you a call. Or sending you. Yeah, Mark's stuff doesn't go as expensive. And you're getting a great pipe. Yeah. I have 2 LL Beans. Mark inspired me sending me that LL Bean. I lost my bent billiard LL Bean. I couldn't find it when we moved. And he inspired me to really look for that pipe. And I found it. I about gave up on it, and I found it. I don't know how it got into the box it got into, but it was really good. Patches, thank you. My neck's doing really good. I I finished physical therapy. I feel great. Well, I should say this. I feel as good to be expected. You live with the pain, but I'm not as bad as I was. I love physical therapy as much as I love those people, and they do a great job. I think it was hurting me more than it was helping me. Hookahs. They sell them at cigarette shops here in Pennsylvania. Hookahs. Some of them are owned by, I hate to say Pakistanis and Afghanis, but they're like Middle Eastern. They sell the hookahs, and they're nice and they're expensive. We have a hookah lounge. Over in Harrisburg. I can't remember where. Somewhere over in Harrisburg. That's true, Mark. When you love what you do, it will love you back. Hey, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, right? So, but Patches, thank you. My neck's doing better. I don't have nothing to complain about. I'm done whining about it anymore. It is what it is, and I'm going to live with it. That's true, yeah, Richard. Now I think they smoke wacky tobacco in it, as well as other things. But yeah, get on Mark's Tobacco Pipes International. Get on there. Look at that diamond in the rough. It's a great price. You're not going to find, for the quality of what you're getting, you're not going to find a better price, because you're going to spend more on pipes that aren't even restored on eBay than what you get from Mark, and he's doing a phenomenal job on those pipes. Cheeseburger, how's the weather, mate? And Zach, get on Four Eyed Pipers. The number four eyed, not spelled out. The number four eyed Piper. Get on his too. I'm gonna have to send him an email and see what he's got. Sunny, yeah, you guys are in summertime. For those of you who don't know, Australia, when we have our winter, Australia has summer. When we have summer, Australia has winter. And we think it's cold here. Australia is freezing, frigid, freezing, miserable cold in the wintertime. I have a few friends down that way, and they hate the winters down there. It's coming down now. It's a mix of freezing rain and it looks like sleet. I don't know, it could be snow. I'm trying to look off the light post out on the road. It's a little bit of a ways. Yeah, it looks like it might be snow with rain. But it really it got cold, man. It must have dropped 10 degrees. It was 33 when I came out here. It's 26. That's a drop. That's a drop. And that wind is kicking. My hands are cold. I forgot to bring my fingerless gloves with me. You know, Mark, come on down, buddy. We'll go to Boswell's and hang out. I got an extra bedroom, pal. You can hang. You can hang for a few days. Look at that wind just whip that smoke. You can hang for a few days. We'll restore them together. It's starting to blow into the porch now. Yeah, that's how big the wind is getting. Yeah. Yeah. 29 where you're at? You're down there. You're down Austin way, right? 56? Or no, San Antonio? No, Austin. Pittsburgh Piper. What's up, Yins? Yeah, that's Pittsburgh speak there. Dave, how you been, buddy? Everybody say hi to Dave, Pittsburgh Piper. Kirk from Florida. I assume, Kirk, you're talking about Merle. Merle's doing well. That's good, Dave. Dave, if you're on Facebook, Dave is one of the guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pittsburgh. Okay, 2 hour. You're a little lower in San Antonio. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pittsburgh, but he has on Facebook Old Codger's pipe smoking page. If you're on Facebook, look it up and join. Dave puts a lot of stuff up on there. I haven't posted a whole lot lately. Well, I haven't been on social media for the past week because as much I checked on a few things, but because I've been working on the bathroom trying to get that renovation done. Dave, you guys, we're up over 1,000 on that page now. Oh, you can hear the fleet? Yeah. I think it's a mix, Ron. It looks like a mix of rain and sleet or snow. I'm trying to see the lamppost, the light pole and the telephone pole out on the road. Yeah, it looks like a mix of sleet and maybe rain. 3K. That went fast. Because I think when I joined, it was a little over 1,000. Old Codger's Smoking Pipe on Facebook. I'm giving plugs out tonight, folks. Giving a lot of plugs out. Surprised Steph and Skip aren't in the room. Well, Pittsburgh Piper, you guys are getting like the worst of it, I think. You guys had snow. My son lives out that way, obviously. You know that. And he was in this weekend, and he left early yesterday. He stayed with his mom. And they left early because they wanted to beat the weather. They thought they were going to get some bad weather, so they beat feet out of here early on Sunday. And I know Beans said they've got over a foot of snow where he lives. Well, he lives in the mountains. Really, Richard? That's a haul. That's a 2 hour drive, I think, isn't it? One way. P-lips, yes. I like them because they're easy to clench. My one Peterson has a P-lip on it. At least I think that's what it is. A P-lip. I like them. All right, Mark. Yeah, mom's calling. You got to take that phone call. I take my mom's phone calls. So, yeah. When the matriarch calls, you got to go. I say I fear two women in this world. My wife and my mother. Oh, you're welcome, Dave. I love that page. It's one of the few pages that I'll look at or that I'm subscribed to. Ron got me into this truck. Ron, what is the name of that page you invited me to? Can't think of it. I just joined it yesterday. Monday Night Live, shameless plug night. Busted Knuckles. That's right. Yeah, Richard. Okay. 2.5 hours. Oh, yeah, you work nights. That's right, Pittsburgh. I forgot about that. Be careful, man. It's not going to be a fun ride. I'm just glad I don't have to go out in it. 23 degrees, Boris. This is February. February in Pennsylvania, I know for Pennsylvania, probably pretty much for the Northeast for that matter, is usually the snow month, the coldest month. And it seems like the longest month, although we're over halfway through it. All right, Pittsburgh, be safe. Be careful going home tonight. And I'll see you on Facebook. But my brother, he was funny down in Texas. Move to Texas. Come to Texas. Texas is warm. He's down in Texas and he's freezing his butt off. His kids are loving it, though. He said they've been out in the snow all day playing. Everett, good to see you, brother. Mystic, yeah. Mystic, Connecticut. Yeah, my wife thought that was a real town. Yeah, Rusted Rides. I think that's what it's called. Rusty Rides. Rusty Rides, I think is what it is. That's the other one I'm on now. That's a good one, too. I got plans for my big old diesel. Old Dark Fired, one of my favorites. That's a good winter smoke. 78. Don't rub it in, Kirk. Yeah, Mystic Pizza. Smoking Fireman. Whoa, we are graced by the presence of Smoking Fireman. Hey, brother, how you doing? How's the weather? You're not far from Beans and Pittsburgh Piper. Bet you're loving this weather. Really, it was Julia Roberts' first movie. She was a babe back in the day. Is that all you're getting a lot of freezing rain? I'm hoping we do a pipe meetup at Boswell's this year smoking. You and Beans need to come in. I'll get Ghost Cobb there. Yeah, freezing rain's not fun. It's power outage time when you got freezing rain. I got two big oak trees out here on the side of my house. The one's about 3.5 foot in diameter. The other one's about 4 foot in diameter, and they're tall. And some of the limbs are dead. So this freezing stuff bothers me because they're right over the driveway. I don't want my truck getting smashed by a. I don't care about the car. It's the truck. I don't want it getting smashed. Or my addition. I have an addition out back, and I don't want that getting. I don't want a branch coming through the roof. Last week we had a record number of people on. We're close to it this week. Yeah. Yeah, we complain about weather here, how cold it gets here. Everett, you guys up in Canada get it worse. 45 degrees. Kirk, I heard Florida's been unusually cold this winter. I don't know how true that is. I had friends that were supposed to go down to southern Florida in January and decided not to go because it was like 60 degrees. And they just decided it wasn't worth it. They wanted to go to get warm, and they just couldn't do it. Yeah, that movie put that town on the map. There's a Coast Guard base up that way too, I think. And there, the academy's up there, and then there was isn't there a submarine base up that way too? Richard? Hawaii. Hawaii. This pipe's about done, and that means I'll be about done. As we get more people on. But it's been an hour and a half, so I'll be Rockin' Rider. Thank you. Yeah, Rock Rider, I will appreciate it. I will be doing more content as soon as I get this bathroom done. I'll get back to some after dinner pipe and coffee videos. New London, that's right. Where the submarines were invented. That's a neat town. I used to drive through there going up to Massachusetts when I drove truck up north. And I always liked that area. And I was always sad because I was in a truck and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't stop. Caffeinated Cobber. Welcome. Yeah, in Missouri's getting hammered. I smoke them to the bottom. When I start to taste the flavor starts going away and I start tasting ash, that's when I'm done. I smoke them down. Anybody remember Smokey Mo? He used to do quite a bit of videos on YouTube. I'm a friend of his on Facebook, and it's funny. He's been doing these eyewitness weather alerts videos, quick videos on his Facebook page. It's funny because he's out that way in Missouri. He's out near St. Louis, and he's like, it's freezing, snow's coming. He's a good old boy. I like Smokey Mo. Yes, grinders. They're called grinders. When I was up there one time, I wanted to order a sub, and I asked somebody, where can I get a good sub? And they kind of looked at me funny. Yeah, Hoagie's here. And they were like, sub? And I said, yeah, sandwich. Oh, you mean a grinder? And I was like, yeah, grinder, whatever. But I love them. And they make them good up that way. Stanford, Connecticut. And I loved them. They were good. It was a very good sub. Or grinder, I should say grinder. Up there it's grinder. So, all right, folks. This pipe is about out. As you can see, as the time progressed, it has gotten colder because you can see my breath even more. The wind has picked up. The rain has picked up. The sleet has picked up. It's time for the Bearded Welshman to head out. So thank you all for joining me tonight. I appreciate you spending your evening with me, about an hour or so. It is greatly appreciated. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all the new subs if you're watching or you watch this on a rewind. And stay safe out there. Light them up. That's right. And I will see you all soon. Horatio, I'll send you an email with the tracking number once I mail that out tomorrow. And hopefully you'll get that quickly in the mail and it won't get lost. And I will see you all next Monday, if not before. I might put a video up midweek because I'm in the mood too. So I will see you all. God bless. God loves you. I love you. Light 'em up. Light 'em up.